Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my pre-Disney subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about and discussing what is going on with NATO. What did Poland just introduce to NATO countries? What are they going to do with Article 4? And will that lead us to Article 5, where NATO gets dragged into war with Russia? Will there be World War III? What's going on in the situation? Let's oversee what's happening in Europe. A lot of stuff going on here. This is going to be a short, brief video, but highly informative. So sit back, relax, and just take in whatever you can. And let me know in the comment section below what you think is happening. What did your guys tell you? What did your pendulum or tarot card reading tell you? This video is just for entertainment and for educational purposes only as well. And if you want to help out the channel, where you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, engaging with the content, sharing this video with others, really help boost the algorithm here on this YouTube channel. And if you also want to be notified by YouTube, but YouTube is not really good at notifying, but I recommend you just do this anyway, is hit the bell icon right next to the subscription button and select turn on all notifications so that YouTube will at least alert you in-app when you post an upload. 50% of the time, maybe 40%. Anyway, besides the point, this video is being recorded on Sunday, September 14th at 6:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just got done uploading a video about the message of the execution that happened in Utah. Go ahead and check that video out if you haven't done so already. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's begin. Let's find out what is going on in Europe. Let's take a look at the environment. And this is a blind reading, so I'm going to kind of read blindly for a little bit, then we'll go into more informative aspects. But I want to kind of like get it without having any sort of preconceived notion. This was just all what I got on the news headline a couple of days ago, where they talked about the possibility of, well, Poland going to NATO and saying, hey, let's declare Article 4. Okay, Spirit Angels, tell me, what is the overall energy of Europe? What is happening in Europe right now? Between Russia and Europe. What's going on with Europe? Give me the overall energy. Caution. Diplomacy. Injustice or imbalance. War. Okay, so we have the Fool card. Caution. Some people are not being very careful, and this could trigger a situation. This is the Fool card. Watch where you're going. Be cautious. Don't be a fool. We have here diplomacy. Looking outward, looking beyond the horizon of the nation. Looking to see what is around my surrounding, what is happening, what is going on globally. This is alert. This is high alert. This is security. The next card follows by justice, imbalance. There's imbalance in Europe right now. There is a lack of balance, if there is any balance. A lack of balance. A lack of feeling like there's peace. And here you have is watching closely what is going on with Russia and the war and everything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Wands here. 8 of Wands also means war, but I'm also getting rebellion. I'm also getting uprising. I'm also getting overthrown of countries and government. I do feel like there's instability in Europe right now. That's the energy. The energy overall is instability, unstable. But what happens when there is instability or vulnerability in Europe? It means that a country can influence that nation, because that nation is vulnerable to attacks. What is going on here with the instability and vulnerability? We have here the scales of justice are reversed. That means something's being funneled into these nations to make them unstable. So Europe is becoming unstable because of external forces trying to influence the nation from within. We have here leaders, the emperors in reverse. This is saying that they're not happy with the leaders in power, so they're going to do whatever they can to take those people out so that they can install their people in. That's what the whole moral of the story is that Europe is becoming more unstable as the year goes on because someone is trying to take them over in order to install their puppets. And here you have is Queen of Cups. Not being very secure. This is not keeping an eye on things. This is not the watchdog. They're just saying that somebody is not washing. They're not washing their back. They might be looking abroad, but that's a distraction to what's going on at home. Things are brewing in countries around Europe. Things are brewing around Europe, and the European powers and the people are paying attention to the surrounding, but not paying attention to the surrounding within their own home. They're not paying domestically. They're looking internationally, seeing what's going on beyond the borders of their country, but not paying attention within. That's where the danger comes from. The danger is within, not the danger from the outside. The bottom deck here is we have the lack of strength. Europe is very weak right now. Europe is very vulnerable. And the top deck here is we have the Wheel of Fortune, going back to the way things were in the past, before peace. Europe was at war for a very long time. It would not be surprised if this happened again. So we have the Lovers card. This is peace, division. Will Europe be divided for long, or will Europe come together under one unifying force? The unifying force would be Romans, right? This is religion. This is Romans. The Roman Empire. Will Europe unite together, or will they be divided? Just like World War II, World War I. What's happening in Europe? What path will they choose? Is it a new path, a new direction? Will many leave? Will many stay? Will many seek to exist? This is the Five of Pentacles reverse. This is a breaking point for Europe. This is the energy. There's a breaking point for Europe. For my European, keep us updated on your situation, whether you're from France, whether you're from Europe, whether you're from, well, that's not really a nation, but whether you're from England, whether you're from Ireland, Poland, Italy, Spain, Portugal, whatever you are, let us know that you're okay. And keep us updated, because we want to make sure that you're safe at all times. We're here to support you in any way we can. Okay, so now that we understand the situation in Europe, Spirit Angels, tell me, what is going on with Article 4 in Poland, with Russia right now? What is going on? Is this accidental, or is Russia looking to overtake Poland, or to challenge Poland's sovereignty? Okay, so what I'm hearing from my guides is that I'm hearing that Poland, what's going on in Poland? Poland is being challenged, not by Russia, but Russia is being used as a distraction. There is an external force looking to bring down Poland, but this is external, but it's not coming from Russia. Russia is the distraction. That's what it is. Russia is the distraction. Russia is not the one causing it. They're using Russia as a justification, but someone is distracting Poland. This is where the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is betrayal. We've been here before. They're feeling like we've been here before. This is the Three of Swords. Followed by the Five of Cups. We lost 3 times. How many times has Poland been at war or at odds with Russia? Let's see. Let me ask Google. How many times has Poland been at odds, war, I'm going to use war, with Russia? There's a lot of times. Holy cow. The last time Russia invaded Poland was on September 17th, 1939. It is September 14th, 2025. Interesting timing. Just for reference here. Interesting timing. We also have here as well that there was like at least 8 to 9 times that Poland and Russia have been at war, so that's a distraction. And here you have is in the future, the Six of Cups reversed, which means in the future. So we're asking, what is going on with Russia and Poland? And I asked the question, what's the situation? Are they going to war? And it looks like there's a situation actually between Poland and Russia. Are they going to go to war? Is Poland and Russia going to go to war? Is Poland and Russia going to war? Ooh, I just saw the Tower card come out and go back in. You have the Moon card. Something's hidden. The hidden intention. While you're distracted, someone's going to pull you under. This is a Scorpio. It's going to happen in October. Here is the assassination or an attack. So the hangman reverse means an attack. Could be in October or November. We have here struggle, the Ten of Wands here. The struggle of partnership or peace. The struggle of partnership or peace. A new path forward, a new direction. What path would you choose? I want to see where the Tower card is. The Tower card is going to tell us what the story is. Where is the Tower card? Let's see, where's the Tower? Okay, so we have here the Queen of Swords, which means the United States. We have here the Tower. What's behind the Tower? Judgment in reverse. Making a wrong call. Because you think you have enough evidence. But you have been mistaken. It's somebody else. So it's almost like someone's feeding information to Poland, making them do something that is actually not true. It's almost like misinformation. That's what it feels like. But we have the Three of Swords here, followed by an uprising, an uproar. This is an attack. They feel like they've been attacked. And here is the Nine of Wands reversed. This is someone setting something off from the opposing side. So yeah, it does feel like they feel, this is Poland, this is the Polish energy, this is the Russian energy. Because now that we're getting more of the clarity in the story, we have Poland feels threatened by what's happening in Russia, and Russia actually did set these airplanes in. They did. This is the Nine of Wands reversed. Poland remembers what happened. They remembered the losses that they endured. They remember World War II in particular. We have imbalance. The Six of Pentacles. Someone is paying somebody to do something. This is the card that came up in the question in the overall environment. Imbalance. This is the imbalance region. I think the eastern part of Europe is going to be very unstable. It's very unstable. So we have here, they remember, you people from Poland remember. And here's instability. Instability. Russia causes instability. But also, Russia is also very unstable too, just like it was back when the revolution took place with the Soviet Union, the rise of the Soviets. But here we have it, the Six of Cups reversed. There's something coming down the pipe for Poland in the future. And here you have it, a wrong offer. This is the Russians, a wrong offer. Something coming in the future between Poland and Russia and a wrong offer. Russia and Poland are going to try to make an agreement, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. There's something here that's not working. Tell me, what is the fate of Poland when up against Russia in 2025? What is the fate of Poland up against Russia in 2025? Okay, we have two clarifier cards. What is the fate of Russia up against Poland in 2025? Okay, so Poland is reversed. This is the Four of Pentacles. This is the lack of advantage. This is a disadvantage. So Poland's going to be at a disadvantage in 2025. And it's being clarified by the Death card rebirth. So what Poland is going to have to reimagine itself, reimage itself. It's going to have to fix its structure. Because it looks like Poland getting ready for a possible confrontation or war. That's what it looks like. It looks like Poland is the next target and Poland getting ready for war. Here you have it, the Queen of Cups, them watching very closely. This is security. So what is coming in for Poland in the future? Security. They're making sure that there's not a regime change infiltrated by another nation, but rather ensuring that the nation's infrastructure is being strengthened to prevent the onslaught of the enemy. So this is Poland. Let's take a look at Russia. We have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands coming in as victory, the advantage, the morale. We have here as well the larger country. Here we have underneath for them is cautious. Russia is spreading its supply thin. Its resources are very thin. What they just say, for example, they're attacking Ukraine, and now they have to go and attack Poland, its resources have to be divided. This is a Fool card. Caution. Be careful where you step. And here you have it, while Poland is watching very closely, building up its security and border system, we have here the government for Russia is the Hierophant, making the call, making making the go ahead. It almost like feels like Putin in Russia right now, the Hierophant, is representing on my go, on my terms. So it's almost like Russia's ready to go any minute. While Poland is preparing, Russia's ready to strike while Russia's the most vulnerable. I mean, while Poland is the most vulnerable, because Poland right now is trying to build up its infrastructure. And it says here that Russia, specifically Putin, is saying, on my turn, when I say go, you go. So Putin feels like he can attack them when they're not looking. And when they're not looking, it's the time in which they're building. That's the most vulnerability here. You don't wait and attack your enemy after they built the fortress. You attack them while the fortress is being built. Because not only do you have a new fortress, you also have breached the enemy's line. You've catch them while they're least prepared. You don't want to catch them while they're prepared. You want to catch them while they're not prepared. That's what they're saying here. So as of right now, I do feel like there could be an open conflict between Poland and Russia coming in the future. The question is what is that going to look like? Is Ukraine war going to be ongoing? That's the question that we're going to have, because if the war in Russia and Ukraine is ongoing, then the supplies from Russia into Ukraine is going to be a lot thinner than in the past, and it's going to have to be divided. Now, spiritual angels tell me, will the United States and Ukraine, will Poland and Russia go to war? Yes or no? We have here instability, but this doesn't mean, this is two of Pentacles reversed. It means with certainty, we have here the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so there's with certainty a possible attack. It could be a possible attack, but it's reversed. It's telling me the Knight of Swords. This is saying here that there could be a change in leadership soon in one of the nations, whether it's Poland or Russia, that could change the outcome of this trajectory. So I wouldn't stay with 100% certainty at the moment. We do have the Emperor in reverse. Somebody's losing power. One nation is going to lose power, and that's going to determine whether a war breaks out between Poland and Russia. We have here as well as we have the Ten of Cups reverse. This is not a happy time. I do feel like Europe is going to go through DEFCON level to almost like a number 5. So roughly right now, based on what I'm seeing, is DEFCON 3. They look like they might make a 4 or a 5. But 5 means nuclear war is imminent. DEFCON 4 means that we're very close. The top of the deck here is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. A lack of proposal, an end to a proposal. This is the Ten of Swords reverse. It's telling me it doesn't look like war is likely, but it's very possible based on circumstances. So the circumstances, like I said before, is based on who is the leader in Poland and who is the leader in Russia. Those are the people who are going to dictate whether there's war or not. That's all that is saying. Even though that sounds vague, and I completely agree with that, it does feel like there's a regime change. And the question is, what regime change? Is it going to be in Poland, or is it going to be in Russia? If there's a regime change in Russia, obviously there probably wouldn't be a war in Poland unless that leader had the same ambition as Putin, or vice versa in Poland. That's the question that we're going to be asking. Because if, just say for example, if there's a regime change in Poland, Russia might influence the result in Poland to be able to get a Russian-friendly leader in Poland, and there might not be a war. But in turn, it worked for Russia anyway. So either way, it collapses. The question is, what way is Poland going, and what way is Russia going? Anything else that you'd like to ask? Oh, well, this a possible attack on Poland and Russia if there was a war that breaks out between the two. Is NATO going to war? Is NATO going to go to war and declare Article 5 if Poland and Russia go to war? I'm hearing no, because there won't be. That's what I'm hearing in my ear right now. Let me just confirm that with the tarot cards. Now, we have the Knight of Wands reversed coming to aid. This is reversed. NATO is not going to come to the aid of Poland. We do have here is the Page of Cups, wishful thinking. This is with certainty. So this is saying that NATO is not going to come to the aid of Poland, because this is with certainty, because And they feel like Poland is the first gun. That's what I'm hearing, the first gun. If they enter the war, it's a World War III. They don't want to do that. Even though their allies being attacked, it's all words, no action. This is the Magician card. The Magician card is saying here that if Poland and Russia go to war, NATO is not going to act militaristically. It doesn't mean that they won't help fund the war and prevent Poland from collapsing from within, but instead the Magician card is simply saying that NATO is not going to intervene at this time. Article 5 does not look likely. We do have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is somebody in power or someone who's in control. Right, we have the Magician card, which means somebody who wields the future of Europe right now. Somebody's wielding the future of Europe, and all balanced in the King of Wands. The King of Wands is going to challenge the power structure in Europe. So the King of Wands is somebody else who's challenging the power structure in Europe entirely, as a continent. And here you have is what's happening in Europe. Trouble. Six of Swords reverse. Trouble. This person, whoever this King of Wands is causing trouble, and they're going to challenge the power structure in Europe. Here we have the Eight of Cups. No one's going to be left behind. Someone's going to have to fight, and I think it might be most of them. The question is were they going to repeat the mistakes that they made with the appeasement with Hitler and back in World War II, or will they be doomed to make those mistakes again? That is a question that they're going to have to ponder with the Seven of Pentacles. That's really all I'm getting right now for what is going on. You come looking, it says here, the question I'm asking is NATO declares Article 4, is NATO going to war? Will Article 5 be enacted? As of now, it does not look like Article 5 is going to be enacted, but they might help with money and funding, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Europe is going to war directly yet. I don't see it happening yet. But remember earlier in the video, we said that Europe needed to be united, or it's going to face division from within. Their most biggest enemy is not external, it's internal. But the internal is being caused by the external. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the only way for you to solve any problem within your own nation, you have to look from within, because most problems are started from within, not outward. Even though the country is looking to destroy you, they're going to do it from within first, then the external. That's what's happening in Europe. Alright guys, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the bell icon. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out. I love you. I'll see you soon. Stay safe, my fellow Europeans. I love you.